Hey, what's up, guys? Coming here for another tactics training. Just finished watching the game, the NBA Finals Game 1, where the Golden State Warriors pretty much crushed the Cavs. I don't think it's going to be much of a entertaining series, the NBA Finals this year. I think the Warriors will do a pretty easy job winning and taking the championship this year. Yesterday I was training with the tactics trainer, and I didn't focus so much on increasing the rating points as I only increased 1 or 2 points because of the new target time for each problem. And I'm going to follow the same approach today. I really want to focus on explaining my thought process and also helping me review the thought process, especially for the problems I got it wrong. I've been in a pretty good streak. I got some misses here, like right now 4. If I can get 5 problems right in a row, then I may almost get a full green arrow or green sequence. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that calls my attention here is I'm down material. But if I move my king, I have a threat of checkmate on h1, rook h1. If I move my king to d2, I have check with the knight, and the problem with this check is I may open my position to other checks, like if I capture, he has queen a5, and then maybe a sequence of checks until he can no longer have the mate threat. Now if I go king e2, does he have a follow-up? The problem with this thought process is underestimating the not being aggressive with the checkmate and wasting time and wasting the threat. Let me see if I have anything else. I don't have immediate checks. Even if I sack, I don't have anything. So I'm really leaning to king e2. I don't see anything else. And that's it. And the thought process is king e2, he needs to give up material to avoid the mate. Even giving up material, he doesn't have anything. Let me double check. Bishop takes g5, g5, and then rook h1 check, bishop h4, and that's the computer moves. Not even gonna look at it. Next problem. Okay. Now let's check for immediate checks first. I have pawn b5. And if he comes here, I have rook a3 mate. Now what's the problem with that? I don't see any problem. Yep, there you go. Target time 5 seconds. It took me 26. That's why I only got 1 rating point. Let's move on. Okay, now immediate checks. We have a rook sack on g3. However, his queen is awkwardly placed. So I have a rook gh8, and he needs to give up his queen. Do I have something better? And that's usually the question you need to ask yourself. Winning material is not better than a mate. But in this case, I don't see mate. So I'm going to go with material. Okay, so I pretty much just capitalize here, right? Yeah. +1, target time 7 seconds. It took me 1 minute and 9 seconds explaining my thought process. And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't find this solution in 7 seconds. I would still analyze mate before making the move rook h8. Okay, now he checked. The problem here is if I do pawn f4, what does he have? So this was a silly check because I'll win material again. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Okay, next one. Material count seems equal. Yes. But he's threatening my queen. So I can capture his bishop first. And he is also, threatening my rook on e6. So the sequence of moves here is the real question. If I capture his rook first and he captures my rook with his knight, I don't have a discovery check. Well, I do because I captured with the bishop and I have a discovered check. Is there something better? If I take the rook, he takes my queen on g7. I have nothing. What happens if I take his bishop with my rook? He has his rook take h8 with tempo. Yeah. And the reason for that, what could be the reason that this is wrong? What could be the reason that this is wrong? He doesn't have rook g3 in my opinion. I thought about that. Rook g3, what's my reply? I can bring back my knight to g4. He has take h5. And then I lose my knight. My knight gets unprotected and stuck on g4 and pinned by his rook on g3. So maybe that's the problem with capturing with the bishop. Should have traded material. Let's try again. This is retry, yeah. So takes here. If I take with the bishop, yeah. Take with the rook, sorry. The bishop was the wrong move. So he takes. It's really rook g3, right? Rook g3. Then I need to go knight, and he takes. Queen takes h5. And that's the pin that I was looking at. I don't have check, so I can't escape with tempo. Let's say I go queen d7. 7. He has mate innate. Yeah, another red. Okay, let's move on. I want to do a 20-minute session today. It's already late, 11:30 p.m. my time, and I need to work tomorrow. Last day in school for the kids, so it's not going to be a full day of work. I will promise them I would pick them up at school and have an afternoon off with them. I have 2 girls. Okay, back to chess. We have queen d4 check. He has to go king h1. And then I capture on his knight and protect bishop takes f7. I don't see anything else. Yeah, there is this other video that I saw a long time ago that the teacher, if you may call it, was explaining unprotected pieces plus exposed king equals fork. That's exactly what we're seeing here, the unprotected knight and the king exposed because of the pawn on g3, on f3 instead of f2. Good things to keep in mind. Simple math. Okay, now I have I'm not sure I should push the pawn to f3 because I don't see a win. I don't see why. Okay, this is an interesting problem. Material count. It's equal. My pieces are all protected. His pieces are all protected. This is somewhat positional chess. And I have immediate threats on mate at g2, right? So if I had a chance to remove, so what happens if I capture with the bishop? Bishop takes g2, bishop takes g2, and then f3. Then he can simply capture. Yeah, he would need to capture with the queen, and then I pick up his queen with the rook. So, yeah. Let's analyze if I was right. So take, he needs to take, then I push, right? Push, and he needs to give up his queen. Otherwise it's mate. It's not real. So what happens? Okay, hold on. I'm not looking at the computer analysis. What happens if he goes king f1? I have to go queen takes g2 check. He has king e1. And what's my follow-up? What's my follow-up? So what I'm calculating is What should I do if he doesn't give up his queen? I capture here. He goes e1. And what's next? I can't check. I can pick up his bishop if I go rook e8 check. Then he needs, well, he can pull back or protect with the bishop. Huh. So the follow-up is really now you capture the bishop. I'm looking at the computer analysis. He recaptures. And then I could have check here and pick up a rook. Or check, taking ef2 with tempo. And what he's really advising now is e8 check, king d1, king d2, just, yeah, it's all mate. The question is, it's the mating net, but the question is, you wouldn't be able to see this in a real game, at least not at my rating level. That's pro. So my unprotected rook is under attack. I have a check on a1, queen a1. And then I win material. I don't see anything else. Okay, so I got it wrong. So what's the move here? I hate when I get the first move right and the follow-up wrong. It means that I'm still not calculating the full sequence before I make the first move. I have follow-up checks with knight e5 or knight h4, but I don't see the reason to keep checking. I mean, yeah, maybe knight e5, I have discovery. No, I don't, because he has king f5. I really don't know, but let's take a guess then. It's not follow-up check. Yeah, this is why I'm such an amateur. So what happens if I go rook g4? He only has king h5. Then I have queen. Okay, so let's calculate that. That's important. Rook g4 check. He is forced king h5. Then I only have the next check. Next check is queen e5. Then he has g5. And I have rook h4 check. He has king back to g6. And I have nothing. because he's protecting the diagonal with the queen and king, and protecting the row with rook on b6 and king. So after rook g4, king h5, I may go rook h4, pushing him back. I don't see the follow-up. Rook g4, king h5, forced. Queen e5, queen e5, and then he has multiple ways to block my check. He has his queen to f5, he has knight to f5, he has the pawn to g5. My knight on f3 and his king on h5 does not post any ways that my knight can check him. So knight h4 check. He has king g5 or king h5. King g5 can bring my queen to e5 check, and my knight is attacking f5. So if he brings his knight, should no. What's the follow-up? So I thought here is forced, right? King h5. Oh, he has king f5. So king f5, I have queen checkmate on e5. I didn't even see the h7, even though it's a direct checkmate. Now here is where I didn't see the follow-up. If I go queen e5, it's mate in 11. If I go rook takes g7, so you see that's wasting tempo. I really thought we would have a mating net. I definitely need to study mating nets. Okay, one less problem and then I'll look back to this session today. Okay, he is really pinning his own knight here. I don't have immediate checks. I can capture. Can capture his knight on c3, removing the queen defender. What does it buy me? Nothing. But if I go my knight to e7, He has nothing. He has no way to protect the pinned knight. No way to protect the pinned knight. Because if he takes the rook with his rook on e7, then I can simply take with my bishop, and there is no tempo for him. And then if he takes back with his knight on e7, then I pick up his queen. So one last check. Should I take? I don't need to take. I need this bishop. I'm not taking my time. The main problem is I'm not taking my time. He can't take. There is no tempo. Oh, dumbass. Excuse me. Dumb of me. He simply trades my queen. So trading queens without his defender is the answer. Should I have a tempo to move my queen somewhere else? I think I do, right? Yeah. Okay. So I started with this problem right here. So today I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 problems. Okay, let's do one more to make it 10. I think I remember this problem. What happens if I simply go check? Then he captures rook f1. I do queen check. He goes king h2. Then I have queen f2. How does he protect both pieces? He can't protect both pieces. Okay, now I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, definitely it's time to sleep. Not a good session. 3 wrong problems in a row. And my rating went backwards. I think it's sack the rook then. Rook takes g2. If he captures with the king, then I go queen f2 check, king h1, queen takes e1 check, and then I definitely have a mating net. At least I start picking up pieces, moving my queen back to f2 and then picking up the other rook on e3. If he doesn't capture, if he goes king h1, I still have queen f2, and how does he prevent mate? He doesn't. Yeah. 3 wrong problems in a row, and my rating going on a downward spiral. Okay, so here and here I have queen f2. It's not a mate. Queen takes d5 check. I have king h8. Now I need to block rook f7, and he doesn't have follow-ups. So was this the right move? Queen f2? Yeah, it was. Okay, and once he captures this, he went h1. I took, and what happens? He gives up his other rook right away. But what happens if he goes here? I mean, not look at the computer. Because if I go rook f2, he has king g3, and then I pick up material. Because I take his knight with tempo, but it's not good enough. What I was calculating is that I take here. Goes f4. Okay, then it's definitely a mating knight, especially because I have my knight protecting e5, the pawn protecting e6, and if I check on the h file, it doesn't have a way to escape to e6. Okay, let me go back to the problems of today. This one was fairly easy. It was king e2 and threatening mate. I really need to improve my English, especially to speak the word threat. Then here was b4 check and then mate. Here was rook h8 picking up his queen, winning material. Here was he took the bishop, his bishop took the pawn on the g file, g5, and I had f4 winning his rook, his bishop. Here, this problem I got it wrong because I capture with my knight. His knight captures on b5, and then I captured his bishop. His knight captured my rook, and I was supposed to pick up with the rook, and I took with the bishop, allowing a rook b3, and then I have to give back material. So that was my mistake. This problem, unprotected king, and I'm sorry, exposed king plus unprotected pieces equals fork. This one was bishop takes, there goes my vision, bishop takes g2, yeah, and then I push the pawn. This one that I got it wrong was also the follow-up because I had queen a1 check, king G6, and the follow-up was it really? I'm gonna check this again. Let me try. So it was here, move, yeah, yep, I remember. Then the last but one, it's remove my bishop on f6 by capturing his knight, and then I capture with my I move my queen to f6, forcing his pinned knight. And the last one that I got wrong, let me do it again, but I remember that I learned something, right, is to really almost sack the rook. Yep. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Very interesting session, meaning that I didn't learn much. My rating went backwards. I'm now at 2168. Yeah. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.